already know what time it is, man. It's that boy DELI back out here with another video. Sharks, title below today. Listen, bruh. Y'all see the title? This is the official album review of Homixide Gang, Homixide Lifestyle 2. Now, I had this video planned since I did the album reaction, and I wanted to actually give a review on this project because knowing that it's the sequel of Homixide Lifestyle, I thought it was only right to release a review for this project. Now, it may be a few people like DELI, you on the outro, so you probably just about to say this whole album is good. Chat, I got to this point for being authentic and for being real. I'm not about to just tell y'all everything is good. This video is gonna be unbiased as hell. Unbiased, one of the most unbiased reviews you ever seen by me up on this channel, bro. And probably the most in detail review up on this channel. But y'all can let me know if y'all enjoy these album reviews. I will be doing more in the future. I want to start doing them like one per week, depending on what album I react to. Usually I just go off the energy of the project. If I'm feeling it, if I feel like doing an album review, I usually do one, but we'll see as time go by if I want to end up doing, album reviews every week or just one every month. Not really sure. We just gonna have to see, chat. But we just about to hop straight into the review, bro. But hey, man, make sure y'all go check out the reaction to Homixide Lifestyle 2. I'll leave it down below in the description. And also go check out Homixide Lifestyle 1, the reaction. I'll leave that down below in the description as well. But hey, man, let's get into it. If new to the channel, make sure like, comment, subscribe, and you feel me? Let's hop straight into it, bro. All right, chat, when talking about Homixide Lifestyle, we have to understand the first one to appreciate the groundwork that the second one was built on. I feel like with this being the sequel, we have no choice but to compare it to the first. So with comparing Homixide Lifestyle 2 to Homixide Lifestyle 1, I feel that they took a big leap with the way that they orientated this project. Now, we know Homixide Gang for being more of a performance-based group based on the sound that they give off within their music. You know, the rockstar hip-hop sound that we've been hearing since they burst onto the scene. Within Homixide Lifestyle 2, I feel as if they were able to give us what we've always heard from them in terms of their sound, but they also managed to give us music that I feel the casual listener that isn't into mosh pit music would be able to listen to. Songs like Soulfly and Vice City being on the more catchy side, with the hooks being easier to gravitate towards, while also giving more of a melodic style within those two songs. But thinking about their original sound, I feel like they've improved on embodying the true rockstar lifestyle sound within their music and overall just bringing more energy. But with me listening to them since they pretty much started making music for real, I have picked up on a few things that they can improve on. It's probably gonna be a few people that's gonna be mad at me bringing this shit up, but we gonna have to bring it up because I mean, they've been doing their thing for what, 3+ years now? But it's like when I first started listening to Homixide Gang, I wasn't thinking who's better between the two of them. But as time has passed by, there's a noticeable difference between Bino and Michi. I don't want to speak on other projects as much, but I noticed this difference during their Snot or Not project. In my opinion, y'all can let me know y'all thoughts down below in the comments. I just feel as if Michi brings more effort within tracks. It's like with Michi, he knows how to mesh with the beats and melodies within songs, which in some instances, it takes away the spotlight from Bino. Now, am I trying to say that Michi needs to calm down on some of his verses and stop going so crazy on the beat? I'm not saying that. What I'm mainly saying is sometimes I feel as if Bino needs to pick up the effort. Because as we go through Homixide Lifestyle 2, a song that they were equal in intensity was for sure 5G, which is honestly one of the best songs off of the project and probably one of the best songs that they released in their career. I feel as if 5G gave more of an intro vibe than PC5. Just because you got a sample that say Homixide, it still lacked the intensity comparing the intro to their first intro that was on Homixide Lifestyle 1. But even with that, as I went through the project, I felt Michi was always there and Bino was falling behind in some instances. Let's take Red Tails for example. Probably by far the worst song I have heard by Homixide Gang in their career. Bino brought like a goofy aspect to the song, which I didn't like as much. It lacked effort with lyricism, while Michi verse seemed more locked in and focused. Now, with all this being said, that doesn't mean Michi is perfect in any way, shape, or form. And I don't want people to think, oh, so you're blaming Bino for everything. You're blaming Bino for these songs being trash. Why are you hating on Bino? yo, Michi needs to work on things as well, which I'ma just result back talking to them as a group. As I went through the project, around track 18, the project was starting to become repetitive, which, check, these are a list of things I got tired of hearing during this project. I had to pull out the list, chat. Anything dealing with rockstar shit, rockstar lifestyle. That's the first bullet point. The second one, I got tired of hearing lyrics dealing with 556 bullets. They just kept saying it over and over and over again. I'm going through these songs after I listened to it a few times. I'm like, why these niggas keep mentioning 556? Like, I get it, my nigga, but it's like, talk about something else other than 556 bullets. And then number 3, I got tired of lyrics that included one of them talking about 5-star this and that. We get it, gang. 5-star lifestyle, 5-star this, 5-star that. But it's like, it gets to a point where it's like, God damn, how many times is you gonna say it? It's like, bro, within your whole career, it's been a thing where y'all say something about lifestyle this, lifestyle that. It's cool, but it's like within a project, especially with a project that has 25 songs, you're gonna notice this shit because it gets to a point where it's like, it's too many songs on the project, which we'll get to that in a second. But it's like hearing all these things over and over and over, it just gets boring, gang. I understand y'all niggas come from that, but I'm not trying to hear it in almost every single song. We have to be more diverse with the lyricism, gang. I'm not saying y'all niggas gotta be out here lyrical miracle rapping and shit, but just talk about more shit other than those few things that I named in my list. Now, talking about the track list and how long the project was, I feel as if the project was dragged out and it did not need to include 25 songs. The project was extremely long. It's not like Homixide Gang or mainstream artists that have the foundation within their fan base to release an album that's an hour and 11 minutes, bruh. It's like Homixide Lifestyle 1 was 36 minutes, I believe, with 18 songs. And I'm not understanding how they took that leap of adding an additional 35 plus minutes to the project. But it's like, if you look at the duration of the tracks, majority of the songs was 3 minutes plus. But with the songs being longer, that increased the room for error and repetitiveness within the project. Plus, not everyone has an attention span to listen to this long of a project. Like I said, bro, they don't have the foundation within their fan base to release some shit like this. You're still within the underground. I can understand if Homixide Gang was as big as Cardi. Let's just compare it to Cardi. If they was as big as Cardi, cool. Go ahead and release a project that's an hour and 11 minutes. But for somebody that has never heard Homixide Gang before, that's never listened to the sequel of Homixide Lifestyle, if they just come to their new project and be like, bro, this project is an hour and 11 minutes, I'm not gonna listen to all of these songs. I'm probably just gonna listen to a few or see the recommendations that somebody posted on Twitter, or just talk to my friend about it. If he listened to Homixide Gang, figure out all the good songs and just add those to my playlist. But chat, nobody that isn't a Homixide Gang fanboy gonna listen to an hour and 11 minute project. Now, that may be putting me in the category of a fanboy, but at the end of the day, I'm a nigga that's reacting to it. It's the difference between me posting the content for y'all and somebody that's actually sitting down and listening to this shit, bro. All in all though, chat, I still enjoyed this project, but it's not better than the original Homixide Lifestyle, which I still feel it would be hard for them to top if they was to continue the Homixide Lifestyle series. Homixide Lifestyle 1 really, I'm not gonna say it holds a place in my heart, but that was like the first album under Opium for them. You see what I'm saying? And hearing the intro, like I said during the reaction, comparing the intro, the first intro to Homixide Lifestyle brought that energy, and PC5 was like, I don't know, it was just too much, it was too melodic of a sample though, chat. Like, I really feel they should have had 5G as the intro within this project, bro. Now, the production within Homixide Lifestyle 2 was way better than the original, but I feel they fell short in certain aspects because it was down moments too early within the project. When I say down moments, I mean vibe switches that wasn't needed so early. Now, when you think of Homixide Gang, when you think of Homixide Lifestyle, you think of that mosh pit energy that they brought from the original. With that, they should have moved Call on Me further down in the track list. But it's like you just can't move down Call on Me because 1-800-555 Opium is the transition track that transitions to Call on Me. So you would have to move down that track as well, alongside moving Soulfly and Vice City. I would just move those songs down to keep the energy up and to not give that chill vibe so early within the project. So in terms of the placement on where I would have moved those tracks, let me take a look at the track list real quick, chat. If I wanted to move those songs, I would possibly end up moving them past, I would say where around Breeze is. That's where I would have ended up moving the songs, because I mean, at that point in the project, there needs to really be a distinct change. I feel like I'm one of those people that say, okay, if you want to make a project, I feel as if you should have one vibe in the beginning and probably like transition to a different vibe, or have like a high point within the project, then a vibe aspect within the project, and then turn the intensity back up. Just something that really makes sense in terms of keeping the energy high at certain points. If they wanted to keep the energy low, that wouldn't even make sense, actually. I'm about to say keeping the energy low in the beginning. That wouldn't even make sense for them to put the chill shit in the beginning and put the lit shit at the end, because that's not what Homixide lifestyle is. You see what I'm saying? But they for sure should have moved 1-800-555 Opium, Call on Me, Soulfly, and Vice City further down in the list. I would have probably went like 1-800-555 Opium, then Call on Me, then from there go Soulfly, Vice City, then Breeze. Or you could probably put Breeze in the middle between Soulfly and Vice City, because Breeze was probably one of the more lower end tracks in terms of it being a melodic, catchy song. So I would have probably put that in the middle between Soulfly and Vice City. But other than that, chat, so after a few listens of this project, bruh, I have came to an unbiased opinion to rate this project way lower than what I had it originally. A 6.8 out of 10, bruh. The things that would have changed my rating is if they would have shortened the project. It didn't need to be an hour and 11 minutes long. It didn't need to have 25 songs. And if they would have just moved some things around within the track list. If they would have did those things, I would have for sure gave it a higher rating. But I still enjoyed the project. Is it something that I can come back to? Yes. Do I see myself listening to the project from front to back in the future? Yes. But we all know once they go on tour, they're not gonna be playing these 25 songs. They're gonna choose probably at least like 10 songs off the project, and they're probably gonna end up performing some of their older songs within a performance set. You see what I'm saying? So all of these songs aren't gonna end up being performed. You see what I'm saying, chat? So it's like, I understand giving us regular songs, I understand having different vibe projects, but we just didn't need a 25 song Homixide Gang project. Y'all see, I didn't even talk about the outro within this video because I want to keep this shit unbiased. We all know the outro was the best song off the project, chat. You see what I'm saying? Other than 5G, we all know it. But but shit, chat, other than that, it's like, this project just didn't need to be as long as it was, and I just wanted to keep this shit unbiased as possible because, chat, I mean, we all get it. I was on the outro, but at the end of the day, I got to this point for being unbiased, for giving y'all genuine reactions and my genuine thoughts about this project. Other than that, man, y'all can let me know what y'all thought about Homixide Lifestyle 2. Y'all can let me know which one was better between Homixide Lifestyle 1 and 2 down below in the comments. Let me know y'all top 5 favorite songs, and let me know what y'all would rate Homixide Lifestyle 2 by Homixide Gang. Now, to answer this question, do I feel as if this is one of the best projects that dropped this year in terms of the underground? No. Do I think it'll be on my top 10 list? I'm not really sure. Maybe an honorable mention because I'm on the outro, but other than that, I don't really know as of right now. We'll just have to see when we get to December, when we do our whole wrap-up series. But other than that, man, y'all can let me know if y'all are enjoying these album reviews. I dropped one yesterday, and this is the one for today. So I will give y'all more, but other than that, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you need for more videos coming, some more content coming soon. You already know what time it is, man. Make sure you follow the Kick, follow Twitch, and also join the Discord down below in the description. Like I said, make sure y'all go check out the Homixide Lifestyle 1 and 2 reaction. I'll leave it down below in the description, and also go check out my video on how I ended up on Nintendo for Homixide Lifestyle 2. But other than that, man, it's been your boy, that boy DELI. Oh, gone.